There are people who surround themselves around other people that they feel that they're more accomplished than, because it is a confidence booster for themselves. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa. If this is your very first time here, and in this little space of mine, I love to share all things beauty and a little life in between. Now, in today's video, you're going to get the life in between because I'm going to be sharing tips that you can use to glow up in this new year. And I was moved to share this because I feel like I'm on a glow up journey as well. So let's just get right into the things that we want to keep front of mind as we focus on who we want to be or who we want to become by the end of the year. And so I'm gonna just jump right into the first tip, and that is to decide and envision the highest form of the person that you want to become and focus on becoming that person every day. So whether that is someone who wants to be more cleanly, more organized, who is more punctual, on time, who is embracing her femininity and ultimately on a femininity journey as well. You envision yourself as that person and you focus and you dedicate every day to becoming that person. And it's heavy on the focus on every day on becoming that person because we may lose sight, because every day is a different battle. Every day we'll find ourselves going through something, some type of friction that feels like it's pushing us back. However, every day that God allows us to wake up to see another day is another opportunity for us to try to become that person. So don't feel bad because you didn't wake up at 5 a.m., you didn't journal, your house is a mess that day, you weren't organized, you were late to work or whatever. Just try again the very next day. It takes constant effort to build a habit. Once that thing becomes a habit for you, it becomes a part of your DNA. It becomes a part of your everyday and ultimately becomes a part of your everyday and a part of that person that you're envisioning that you're trying to become. Number two, or I don't even know if I'm doing a list order, but number two, and you may have seen this on a post on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me there as well, or you may have seen this in a community tab. But walk away from or dead conversations that begin with, I remember when you used to blank. And I say this because while you're trying to become this new version of yourself, I don't want to be reminded of the person that I used to be. I don't want to be reminded of the things that I used to do because I am no longer that person. I no longer want to be that person. I am not her. I am not him. And there are people who want to hold on to that person that you used to be, even though you're not in love with that person yourself. Or sometimes they want to keep you in a situation where you're continuing to be that person because as long as you're that lower version of yourself, it makes them feel good. It makes them feel good about themselves. Believe it or not, there are people who surround themselves around other people that they feel that they're more accomplished than or that they're better than, because it is a confidence booster for themselves. And as you begin to grow, they're not going to like that. It's not going to sit well with them. And so as they begin to bring up those conversations, dead those conversations, or just simply walk away. Nah, we ain't talking about that no more. Like, dead those conversations. Another one is going to be, I don't know, I guess this is going to be like on like some type of like health. This month, I want us to drink more water and pay close attention to the food that we consume. And as we consume those foods, if they make us feel bad, I want us to eliminate those foods from our diet, because when we're focusing on becoming the higher version of ourselves or becoming this new person that's about to glow up, you have to glow up from the inside out. And drinking more water does just that. Not only does it increase your metabolism and aid in weight loss, but it also helps with your skin. Drink more water and you'll see how much more beautiful your skin becomes. I know for me, occasionally I may indulge in a little bacon, but this year I want to go back to eliminating it altogether. I had gone several years without eating bacon, and it is high in sodium. It is something that, while is good and it is a comfort food, it keeps me comfortable. It makes me weary. It makes me tired. And I had to eliminate bacon from my diet or things that contain dairy. It took me a long time to accept that foods that contain dairy, I don't need to consume because it makes me feel absolutely horrible. And the people around me, child, they don't feel good when I'm consuming dairy products as well. So this year I feel like I want to hone in and be more conscious about the ingredients that I consume that I may have not previously had the knowledge that they are in fact dairy products, because I'll consume something that's not necessarily milk or that's not necessarily ice cream and or chocolate, and then wondering why I am not feeling my best self. And when I pay closer attention and I break down the ingredients in the list, I find out that one of those ingredients contains some type of dairy. So the next item to help you on your glow up journey this year would be to obtain or to get a gratitude journal. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a gratitude journal. I specifically want to search for one. With a gratitude journal, we're able to identify our answered prayers, the things that he has blessed us with, the things that we didn't even realize that we prayed about that he, you know, gave us. Like, I need to focus on being more gracious, more excited about the year. I specifically want to focus on gratitude because I feel like too often do I focus on like where I'm not and the things I haven't accomplished and the things that I do not have, that I forget to focus on where God has brought me and the things that he has brought me out of and the people that he has delivered me from. And I feel like, I don't know why this is making me like just emotional, because I feel like as I focus on the things that I am happy, one second. I feel like as I focus on the things that God has brought me out of and the things that he has blessed me with, he will make room for the desires of my heart. The things that he is working on, that I am desiring, that I am praying for as well. And so a gratitude journal is going to help us in our glow up journey this year. So get you one, sis. Get you one, bro. So the next one involves social media, and I'm not going to be the one to tell you to delete your social media at all, but I want you to get more intentional about your social media. I don't think people realize how much social media pays attention to the things that you interact with, to the posts that you look at, comment on, like the pages that you follow, and they cater your feed, the algorithm that you are on, to the things that you're interacting with. And so if you're following gossip sites or you're following people with lives that you could potentially be envious of, if you're in that season in your life to where you find that you're more envious for people than you are happy, then you don't even necessarily have to unfollow them, but you don't need to interact with their posts, because as you interact with their posts, in fact, sis, unfollow them. Because as you're seeing them and as you're tempted to go to their page and their posts, then it's gonna cause you to be a little bit more envious. It honestly has nothing to do with them, but it has all to do with where you are in your life internally, where you are mentally. You're just not in the mental, you just don't have the mental capacity to be happy for other people yet. And that's okay. That says a lot about you, but child, that's okay. Work and pray about just having God deliver you out of that space. But for me, I follow pages that inspire me. I follow motivational quote pages, and that is all that comes across my timeline because I interact with those entrepreneur pages, creators pages that are going to inspire me with a quote, or someone that's going to inspire me with their lifestyle and the things that they are doing, whether it's content creators or just other people that I vibe with, like people that I know from school or as part of my like sorority. And that's what the algorithm constantly feeds me. And a lot of times for me, when I go to social media, I find a word from somebody or a page that helps me get through the day, or that helps me to refocus my thinking about where I'm at and where I'm going. So get super intentional about your social media. Next thing that I want you to do is, while you're visualizing the person that you ultimately want to become, create a Pinterest list, a Pinterest board of what that person looks like in terms of wardrobe, in terms of makeup, and draw inspiration from that board. Make wish lists of those items, those looks that you want to recreate, that capsule wardrobe that you want to create for yourself that you've ultimately been inspired from. Use those vision boards. You know, you'll ultimately be creating a vision board for yourself, and use those vision boards as guidance for yourself as well, because not only do you want to visualize her in your mind, but you want to visualize her, you know, physically on paper as well. So I would recommend that you do that as well. Also, definitely find a signature scent. I don't care how much that signature scent costs. I want you to find you a scent that gets you all the compliments, that just ultimately makes you feel good, because as you're getting all the compliments, child, you're gonna feel that much better about your day, about how you smell. And I don't know, there's just something about smelling good. You smell good and it makes you feel good. And then as you get those compliments, it makes you feel even more good. But definitely invest in a signature scent. Concentrate or focus or identify those fragrances that you love the most. Go to the description, whether it's the Sephora website, whether it's Nordstrom, whether it's Saks Fifth. Don't, as a matter of fact, eliminate Saks Fifth, because I feel like Saks Fifth doesn't always identify all of the notes. But definitely Nordstrom and Sephora and Ulta, and look at those notes and pay attention to those notes. Note those notes, and then explore fragrances that contain those notes. In 2024, whatever it is that you need to do to make time for makeup, I want us to do it. Whether it involves getting ready an hour earlier before everybody else, especially if you're a mom and you're a wife and you have to get other people ready and other people are waiting on you, child, just go ahead and do what you need to do to start getting ready like early, so that you can spend time to make sure you ultimately get the results that you want to get. And yes, that includes wearing makeup to work as well. There is just something about someone that makes time for effort to get themselves ready for work. I don't know, there's just something about knowing that I look good, not only with what I have on, but me actually taking time to do my makeup in the morning, that makes me feel good as well. And when I feel good about how I look, about a beat, about what I have on, I ultimately feel good, and then I work good, and my productivity goes through the roof. And so in 2024, I definitely want us to prioritize and make time for makeup. But that is it for this video. I know that there are plenty of lists out there, but as I watched these videos, I felt compelled to create my own, because these are some of the things that I will be implementing in the new year as well. So if you found this video helpful, please feel free to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It does help for it to become a little bit more discoverable out here in these YouTube streets. Also, if we vibe, don't forget to hit that button and subscribe. Join the tribe, join the community, and make sure that we never miss a beat. And until the next video, peace.